Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. I hope you guys have a great Thursday today. But if you're tuning in and tapping in with me right now, you are going to have a great day. I promise, because I am Mykell Mathieu. Happy April 13th, and I hope you guys are ready because these are the breaks. These are the breaks. You know what it is. Hey guys, welcome to the latest episode of The Breaks with yours truly, Mykell Mathieu, and you know what this show is all about. We're giving you the latest and greatest of all of the breaking news that's going on, but we have to talk and we have to start with the NBA. We're taking you to our breakaway report. I hope you guys are ready because it's all basketball. Mostly basketball today because, as you know, the play-in games are going on and we are seeing some great basketball. You know, last night we had two games that came down to the wire. You had the Bulls make the great comeback, and then they fouled Pascal at the three, but he doesn't make them. Shout out to the MVP, the daughter of DeMar DeRozan, who was out there screaming. I was watching the game like, who is this? They're in Toronto. Who is screaming like this? It was one and only little DeMar DeRozan. She did her thing. She was the true MVP. But I got to give kudos to Zach LaVine, who went crazy. 37-24. The Bulls won the fourth quarter. Took care of business to make the great comeback. Now they're going to be moving on to Friday's game at Miami, which the Bulls are going to have a fighting chance. But I'm going with the Heat there. And then the second game, you had the Pels at home versus the Thunder, and shout out to that young duo of Josh Giddey and, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They both balled off. Both of them had a 30-piece, 30 and 10 from Giddey. What a great win for the Thunder. Now they get to move on to play against the Timberwolves, who gave the Lakers all they can ask for. And it's going to be another great game. I just love the play-in. I don't know what you guys feel about it. Should we break it or love it or leave it? That's a question that we've been asking for a couple years, but I believe that the play-in is here to stay. I love it. We haven't been in a situation yet when you had like a 7th seed that was 10 games ahead of the 8th seed where you're going to be arguing about it. But right now, the play-in is great. We're getting some great basketball. That do or die is what's great in college basketball. And to have it in the pros, you're seeing some big-time performances. So I am so excited for what we've seen so far. And I'm excited about Friday to see what's going to happen in those two games. But I got Miami. I got Minnesota, both of the home teams taking care of business because that's going to lead us on to our NBA first round of the playoffs. And I got you covered. I'm going to have to give you my predictions. So we're going to start off in the Eastern Conference. We're going to have the Bucks, who are going to most likely face off against the Miami Heat. It's the Bucks. Shaq says it best. Barbecue chicken, that's exactly what it's going to be. I will be surprised if Milwaukee loses a game. Giannis is playing incredible. Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, with the type of year he's having, they are that team to beat in the East, and they're going to take care of business. Celtics, Hawks, they're a surprise for me because I have Miami to play against the Celtics, which I think would have been a better matchup. Celtics-Hawks, I think the Hawks pull off one game because Trae Young is special. They were able to pick up that win in Miami where they controlled it from beginning to end. Just total team victory. But it is the Celtics who've been playing like one of the best teams the entire season. Jason Tatum, this is your time. You go get you a ring this year. All of the hate from me will be dead, null and gone. So I got to move on to the Sixers-Nets. Another series that I think the Sixers are going to take care of business. I think the Nets might actually pull out a couple games, 2 games. I think the Sixers win in 6. They got the MVP in Embiid. He better win the award if they don't. I don't know what they're smoking over there with the voters, but the Sixers are going to take care of business. James Harden is ready to, grow his legacy, and if he can somehow push to go get a championship, it would be cemented how great he was as a player. So they're going to get through the first round. And one of my my favorite series in the playoffs is the Knicks-Cavs. It's going to be great. I call it the Donovan Mitchell series because the Knicks could have had Donovan Mitchell if they wanted to by trading some pieces. They said, nah, we're okay. We're going to move it what we have. But now they're going to be matching up 4-5. And I'm going with the upset, baby. I believe that the New York Knicks will take care of business. I'm going to say 7 games, but it all depends on the health of the former Laker himself, Julius Randle. If he's healthy and ready to go, I believe that the Knicks will win in 7 games and they will move on to the second round. Finally, I can't tell you the last time they made the second round. Was Carmelo still a Knick? I believe so. But we have to move to the Western Conference where you're going to have the Nuggets most likely matching up against the Timberwolves. And the Nuggets are lucky. They're lucky that the Lakers held on and got this win a couple days ago because if not, Nuggets, Lakers, I would have leaned heavily towards the Lakers because of LeBron, AD, and just the length in that team. But, you know, they're the first seed, so they're going to get this 8th seed, and I believe it's going to be the Timberwolves. So I got the Nuggets winning in 5 or 6 games. It's going to be some competitive games, but the Nuggets have so much depth. Jokic, the former MVP, as it should be at the end of this season. So I got the Nuggets. Memphis Lakers, it is going to be a hell of a series. What's going to win out? The experience or the youth, the speed or LeBron and AD? That one it's going to be a toss-up because I don't know what it's going to be. When it comes to the break game of the week, it has to be Sunday at 12 o'clock here and and they're in Memphis. With me being here in beautiful Los Angeles, people are going to think I'm going to lean towards the Lakers, and you're goddamn right. Because you have AD, because you have LeBron James, I think that the Lakers find a way to win the series in 7 games, but game 1 is going to tell a lot. If the Lakers can control the game, LeBron can do his thing, I believe that we can see, that the Lakers can beat them. But if Memphis can come out and just run, and Ja is that guy and he kills whoever's guarding him, that it's going to favor Memphis. But I think the Lakers steal one of these first 2 games, and they're going to take care of business and get the huge upset 7-2 seed. And then I have to take you to the Kings Warriors. I have another upset. Don't we all? It's the Golden State Warriors. They may have Andrew Wiggins back, most likely. They've been playing much better to finish the season. They're going against a Kings team who has balled out all year. But Mike Brown comes from the Golden State. I know that Steve Kerr is going to know what's going down over there. This team is ready to defend their title. They're ready to go. And it's not all about seeding. We see many years ago when the Rockets and Elijah Wan was able to go and pick up a championship as like a lower seed. So it can happen. So I believe the Warriors take care of business. I'm even going to say 6 games that the Warriors take care of business in the first round. But then my favorite series of the first round, the Phoenix Suns versus the Los Angeles Clippers. It is going to be so much fun. KD versus Russ. We're going to see Kawhi versus KD. Chris Paul. Could these guys make that push? One of these teams are going to finish their season early and be very disappointed trying to put together the pieces of what's next. And I'm going with the Phoenix Suns. I think the Suns are just, the better team. They're top heavy, and that top heavy team is crazy. With D-Book, with Kevin Durant, they are going to be tough to stop throughout the playoffs. They're actually my favorites in the West. So I got the Suns winning this series in 6 games. They're not going to need a 7th game. Let's see if Paul George try to sneak back, because that's going to be added help for the Clippers. But I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it back. So I have the Phoenix Suns. I want you guys to let me know, what do you guys think of my first round predictions? Just let me know down below in the comments. Reach out to me on Instagram, Mykell the PG, and tell me you're right or you're wrong, whatever you guys think. But just know, do not go away too long. I got more for you after the break, because these are the breaks. Catch you in a minute.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Oh yeah, I just write out like the whole
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your little break, got you a little snack, so you can enjoy your favorite show, The Breaks, here with yours truly, Mr. Mykell Mathieu. So I just told you who I got. So go to Vegas, make sure that you put in your picks, because I'm telling you who's going to win in the first round, and I guarantee I am going to be more right than wrong, because I'm that guy when it comes to knowing hoop. So just to keep it hoop, shout out to Angel Reese, the champion for LSU women's basketball. She is the highest projected earner when it comes to NIL money. I heard she's going to be around $1-3 million, which is very impressive. She is doing her thing right now. And even Big Shaq is showing love, because Shaq says that she is going to be the greatest to come out of LSU. But I just want to say, Shaq, I love and respect you. Thank you for the 3 championships with the Lakers. You're a legend. You have one of the greatest statues that's ever been created. But you're totally wrong, Shaq. You came out of that college, and you were great, and you came into the league right away, dominating, and left such a mark on the NBA. Then you can't forget, if we take it way, way back, to Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete was that guy. He was the 3rd overall pick in his draft. The man still holds the scoring record when it comes to average points per game, and then total points. He is that guy. He was that guy, Pistol Pete. If you don't know who Pistol Pete is, go and look him up. Some of the craziest highlights for a player to be playing in that era of basketball. Then if you take it to the gridiron, gotta know Joey B. Joey Burrow comes from there, who dominated, went undefeated, broke so many records, winning the championship, came to the Bengals within 2 years, got his team to the Super Bowl. So that's a lot of pressure to put on Miss Angel Reese. But she's a baller, so, hopefully she can keep this thing going, because she's going to be in a W next year, and she's going to be one of those marquee names and players. But shout out, go get your money, girl. That's how it's supposed to be. And shout out to the WNBA, just to keep it with ladies hoops. The draft is in the books. We know that Leah Boston, she went #1 overall to the Indiana Fever. But my favorite pick of the draft, and it happens to be for the team in Los Angeles, is Zia Cook going number 10 to the Sparks. It is going to be so dope to see her live playing here in Los Angeles. She was one of my favorite players in college. She plays with so much swag. The combo guard is a bucket getter. She was the leading scorer for South Carolina this year, a team that came up short of having 2 back-to-back undefeated seasons. Shout out to Zia Cook. Shout out to the Sparks. And shout out to the W. They got so much love and attention. I can't wait till they allow fans into the building of the draft, like they do with the NFL draft, like they do with the NBA draft. It would just bring more excitement. But shout out to the WNBA. We're getting closer to the season, but the draft is complete, so that's a good thing. Now I have to take you to the gridiron. Of course, I mentioned Joey B, Joey Burrow. So let me take you to some news there. Saquon Barkley there with the New York Giants. He will not sign his tag before offseason workouts. He's like, yo, I'm going to take this time to chill. You guys can pay me a long-term contract. I can't have any chance of getting hurt doing any workouts, so I'm going to kick back. So I totally understand. They paid Daniel Jones, so Saquon is going to have to wait. And he's a running back. We know how they treat running backs in the NFL, so we're going to see if he's going to get his money. Take you to the Capitol. There's going to be no Jeff Bezos in the NFL because he is not going to continue bidding for the Washington Commanders. He's going to let that go. I'm hoping that the group with Magic Johnson finds some way to get that team. But we're going to see. I guarantee we're going to hear more and more news in the coming future. Shout out to former Super Bowl champ Devin White, who says, I've had enough when it comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's asked for a trade. One of the better linebackers in the league, one of the better defensive players in the league. It's going to be interesting to see if the Bucs actually moves him because, you know, he's a piece that can help a team. You know, if you need you a middle linebacker or an off-ball linebacker, he is a guy that you want to go and pick up because the guy is a baller, a bunch of speed, a playmaker, and he's a champion, even though I hate that he beat my Chiefs, but he is a champion. A shout out to the NFL and the NFLPA. They approve of a helmet design that supposedly is going to help reduce the QB concussions. It's the first type of helmet that they've created like this, so you're going to see more of it this year to, you know, hopefully take away some of that helmet to ground impact that these quarterbacks deal with. And we all know that quarterbacks are the darlings of the NFL. They want to make sure that they're safe, want to make sure that they're protected. So having a helmet like this, you know, hopefully is going to keep guys on the field like a Lamar Jackson when it comes to concussions, or Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. You need those guys on the field. They are the money makers. They are the big names, and you need quarterbacks to win championships. So shout out to the NFL and NFLPA figuring out something like this. We're 2 weeks away from the draft there in Kansas City, which is going to be crazy because the Chiefs are, of course, we know the defending champions. That city is going to be on fire, and I'm going to be in a building. I'm going to be there. If you're going to happen to be in KC, hit me up, contact me. Like I said, Mykell the PG, Instagram, Twitter. Let me know, hey, I'm going to be at the draft. Let's take pictures. Let's hang out. Let's talk some football because I'm going to be there. It's going to be exciting. We don't know where the Panthers are leaning with the first overall pick. We're still trying to figure out. We're probably going to figure out sometime closer to that. But I'm excited. It's going to be my first time in Kansas City. And if you don't know, I am a huge Chiefs fan. So it's going to be so much fun. So I hope you guys are ready. Let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite NFL team? And who do you hope that your team somehow comes up with in the NFL draft? Because we know that, of course, having these star players on your team works. But the draft really helps build a championship team with the Chiefs. They had about 6 guys from last year's draft that really helped them, push them over the top to winning the Super Bowl. So I can't wait. Let's see what's going to happen with the draft. Before I go on the break, I got to shout out the Rays. They continue to win 12-0 after winning last night over the Red Sox. They're breaking all the rules because you're supposed to lose eventually, right? So let's see how long they can keep it going. Tampa Bay, I hope you keep balling out because we love to talk about undefeated teams, and you guys still haven't lost yet. So I have more for you. But that's going to be after the break where you're going to know more of what I have going. So, hey, catch you guys in a minute.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
what's up, guys? Welcome back. I hope you guys once again enjoyed, your break. Got you some snacks, We're trying to have a great Thursday, and I hope you guys do. But before you leave, just give me some more of your time. I have to take you to the Heartbreak Hotel, and it has to be the Pelicans and the L that they took last night, and just the situation that they are dealing with Zion. I know it's tough. We love to see him play when he's playing. He's one of the most dominant, but it seems like he's always hurt. So I don't know what they're going to do over there in Louisiana there in New Orleans, but they have to figure it out because you have a guy like B.I. who's giving you everything he got. You went and got C.J. McCollum, who is a baller, but if you can somehow get a healthy Zion and push him and just let the guy play, and get whatever you can out of him, he can help because he would have helped last night. And it's just so crazy to think that earlier in the year, that at some point the Lakers were 2-10, looking like they won't make the playoffs. But the Pelicans at one point were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. So to see them falling out early again when it comes to the playoffs, or this time they losing in the play-in, it's really, really tough. I know the fans are sick of it and want to know, what are we going to do? Because if you have a healthy Zion with a healthy B.I., C.J. McCollum, and the talent they've put around those guys, they can be a team that can compete and possibly make a championship run. But without Zion, you have nothing. So hopefully they can figure it out there. So that's my Heartbreak Hotel after they lost such a close game. But we're almost done. So it's time for us to break out with yours truly. So I have to start off by showing love to a movie that I really enjoyed this past weekend, and it was Mario. I couldn't believe I was hearing so many people bash it. All these people like, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. I enjoyed the movie, and clearly a lot of people enjoyed it because they made so much money. It was so successful, but it was a great movie. If you haven't watched it yet, go and check it out. I think they did a good job of, explaining a lot when it came to even like the voice and things like that. But they did a good job including Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Princess, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, so many things. Like if you're a fan of those Nintendo games and things like that, you're going to enjoy the movie. And it's Mario. Mario is one of the greatest video game characters of all time, and it was very enjoyable. And hell, I can't wait, for the next one. I'm so excited about what they did with the movie, so I can't wait. If you haven't checked it out, don't let people deter you away from checking it out. It is really dope. Go and enjoy that movie. I have to give a shout out to Los Angeles because Los Angeles, we're doing something very special here because we have 3 teams in the postseason. You're going to have the Lakers, of course, with their matchup against Memphis. You're going to have the Clippers, of course, with their matchup with the Phoenix Suns. But the Los Angeles Kings are also in the postseason. So crypto is going to be going crazy. They're going to have multiple teams playing. I don't know. They're going to make so much money within this week or two that it is going to be insane. So shout out to Los Angeles, which I don't give a damn what anybody says. It is the greatest, and I am saying it, the greatest city in the world. Los Angeles, baby. If you haven't been, come out here. Let's meet up. Let's have a good time. Let's turn up. But I gotta go to a little bit of sad news. So from the Fox family, they're saying that Jamie Foxx has dealt with a medical complication, that he had to be rushed to the hospital. But, because of quick action, they said that and the great care that he's receiving, he's on his way to recovery. So I just want to give my kudos to Jamie Foxx. I believe that he's one of the greatest talents that we've ever seen in entertainment. The guy is an amazing singer, has really dope album, really dope features, one of the dopest features with him and Kanye there. He's one of the greatest comedians. He has one of my favorite stand-up performances of all times where we might need more security. If you haven't seen that, go and check that out. The guy's amazing. Then a hell of an actor. He gave us, a performance in Jarhead that was really cool. He gave us Ray, which is one of the dopest movies, to where you might have thought that was the real Ray Charles. That's how great he was with it. So I'm praying that, for a great recovery for him, because the guy is a superstar, and I can't wait to see more movies. I hope he gives us more music. And Jamie, We need another stand-up comedy performance from you. So get healthy. Shout out to his family taking care of that guy. Get healthy soon, Mr. Fox. And I have to give a shout out. Of course, you have, I'm a TV guy. I catch my shows when I'm not, deep into everything, sports, football, basketball, baseball, etc., whatever. I am checking out my shows. You see the shirt. Been checking out the Mandalorian series. This season is dope as hell. If you're a fan of Star Wars, I know that you're watching it. What do you guys think of the show so far, and what do you think is going to happen next? Let me know. It's been really cool. If you are a Star Wars fan and haven't catch it yet, what are you waiting for? Go check out The Mandalorian, and just shout out to Star Wars with everything that they're doing. I know they had an event in Europe where they're like telling everybody about the next movies and the plans that they have, and it sounds really dope. Everybody is trying to compete with the MCU. So, the Star Wars universe is doing the exact same thing. They're trying to get everything right after some people didn't agree with the last 3 movies in that trilogy with Rey and Finn and those characters there. But it looks like Star Wars is getting it together. I'm so excited for the Ahsoka series that's going to be dropping. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I talk about it every week. You should know by now. So make sure that you guys show them love. Snowfall. We're going to have one more episode, the final episode of this series. Rest in peace to John Singleton. Helped create such a great show. I'm still pissed off that I couldn't find my way to be on an episode or a couple episodes. But, things happen. Maybe if they do a Snowfall 2, I can find my way to be on the show because it's in my city. I deserve to be on there, damn it. But shout out to just the great job they're doing. Can't wait to see how the show is going to end off with its finale. And then I have to give a shout out because The Boys Season 4 is done filming. It's one of my favorite shows also to watch. If you have Prime Video, it's an amazing show. It's showing you what it would look like if you had real superheroes living on this earth, but these superheroes are a little off. So if you've seen it, I know you love it just like myself. If you haven't, go check it out. It is fun. It is funny. And it's a little, it's a little wild, but it's a great, great show. But I'm so happy that you guys gave me your time. I hope you guys are ready for this NBA playoff basketball because it's going to be the best basketball of the season. I can't wait. Come on, Lakers. Come on, Clippers. Man, let's let LA. I would love to see LA versus LA Western Conference Finals, but it's all going to start this weekend. Let's see what's going to happen. And I thank you for your time. You guys have the rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and thank you for joining me, Mykell Mathieu, on the greatest show in the land, because these are the breaks. Catch you next week.